Oh, for real?
You know, like this.
Oh, those shows?
Yeah, it's not like just two boys where you can just do whatever.
I'm taking calls left, right, and center.
On the podcast.
Oh, that's for there for presentation. Now you just moved it.
Yeah. It's kind of.
Hey, are those one of those for me?
No.
Yeah, just because I wear a turban doesn't mean I can't wear a do-rag.
I didn't say that.
Probably squeeze it over top. Yeah.
Is that how you wear do-rags?
Right?
Thank you.
That's not how you wear a do-rag?
Who's to say how to wear a do-rag?
Yeah.
Shit, do what you want.
Go ahead.
That's all you, baby.
I use it to
You
pick
gotta
up
get
hot
that
plates.
back.
What?
No,
Yeah,
don't
back.
open that.
Okay.
And give yours back too.
I wear mine.
Well,
See
we
my
still have the
lazy-
He
time.
was wiping the countertop with it today. He's like, this is fun. It cleans easily. And I was like, isn't that?
Oh shit! You told me that.
Hmm.
So you're gonna like.
I asked. I was like, that looks like their do-rag. And he's like, oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
Yeah, we gave him one. So, oh, that's.
He's wiping the countertops, the counter doors, the counter
They didn't
floors.
have toilet paper in the house the other day. So
Hey, come on.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
We ran out of toilet paper. We just started using napkins.
I feel like-
use
No,
towel
I
paper.
was using makeup remover.
Towel paper, what? Oh, paper towel.
Because I went downstairs to use the bathroom because these guys were ruthless.
Y'all wasn't using makeup removers?
The makeup wipes?
No, I was gonna burn
No,
your
no,
ass.
sting your asshole.
Welcome to GroupChat.
This camera?
Yeah,
This
go
camera?
ahead. I
Alright,
need to pick which
listen,
one.
Squatty potty, alright? You know those shits where you feel like a new man after? It's like that every time.
What's the difference?
You only get
I've
those
seen a
shits
diagram.
like once in a
I've seen a
lifetime.
diagram on the use, like how it works.
It looks like
Yeah,
it makes
'cause you're
sense.
supposed to be sitting like this.
All right.
That's
Oh,
not.
oh, like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, that's easy. I can
Really?
Do that. That's easy. I can do that.
Well, like if a dog shits, right? He shits like this.
Oh,
This
thank
is
you.
how actually we should.
Dog?
Yeah.
No,
dogs
he's
shit
more like this. Like his paws, are all fours are touching.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
they're like that.
I'm not even gonna do that.
It's like throwing it back, kind of.
He's the CMO for Squatty Potty. So fuck.
He's also the
Birthday
birthday
boy!
boy. Birthday
Oh man, thanks guys.
You actually hit him with a hard one. My fault.
Yeah.
There's a lot of anger. I
my
said.
mic-
You're gonna see it on camera.
Oh, your mic fell out.
Yeah, I got too excited about it.
Guests on the show today. Few friends. One's already been on the show.
Just last week, actually.
Yeah,
right?
actually. Yeah, just last week. Read some comments. They hated the episode. Said don't bring Wahlid back.
He's
So we
annoying.
brought him back.
He's annoying. They hate him. He spoiled the movie for us. Also, I didn't know he was gonna die.
Wait, don't.
Stop.
It's too late. I joked about it.
Well, people might not have seen
But-
that episode yet, and then you're gonna.
Or
He
they
said
don't-
he said he. He said he.
Yeah, I said whoever. I said someone's gonna die in the movie,
Someone dies.
and then they ended up dying, and I was like, oh fuck, I actually spoiled the movie because I watched it last night.
Yeah, I didn't get it because someone was tweeting me like, "Yo, y'all spoiled the Avengers," and I'm like,
Someone
"Wait,
was
what?"
tweeting like, I'm gonna fucking come and kill you. I was like, yo.
Yeah, he's like, we didn't even see that.
I wanted to find out myself.
It's like an
Yeah, you're
educated,
pretty fucked.
educated guess.
Yeah, sorry guys, I didn't mean to do that.
Anyway,
But that's such a Wally thing to have.
yeah, it's such a Wally thing to do.
seriously.
Yesterday, I was helping Wahlid shoot a music video, and
Oh, that's right.
he kicked the camera, so I don't really
Whose
trust
camera?
him. Yours.
Oh,
Wait,
my
why'd you kick
expensive
it?
camera.
I
That,
didn't,
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
do
yeah.
like,
my
listen,
expensive. Hold on,
listen,
shut
listen.
up. My expensive camera that I lent him.
Yeah,
I said,
the
hey,
one for
please
7K.
take care of this because this is,
Yeah.
you know. it
I
costs
didn't
a lot.
kick it like this, like.
No, it was on the
That's
floor,
what
and
I'm,
it
that's what
went
I'm
like
imagining. I'm
he
imagining like
stumbled over it,
Like a,
stepped on
like a
it.
football
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
or a soccer ball.
Like a soccer ball,
Or
and
football,
then
if you're-
you know what he
Step on
said?
it?
You know what he said? Oh shit!
Good thing it's just.
Wait, how far did it, how
said,
far did
"Don't
it
worry,
go?
it's
Like,
justice."
how far did it go?
He said what? Say, hold on.
He said, "Don't worry, it's
He
justice."
said, "Don't worry, it's justice."
Yeah.
As in,
So wait, does he say that about our shit when he fucks
Don't
up
worry,
our
it's Julian.
cameras around you?
Oh yeah, he like.
Oh, he broke our tripod yesterday too.
This morning too.
Yeah, he kicked it. and He's like, "Oh, it's all good. It's,
You know what?
it's Jay's."
I'm not doing
No, say that. Happy birthday.
So what? Oh
One time, this guy. Every time I got to California, I
no.
was sitting in an Airbnb, right? And before I left the Airbnb, I was like,
What kind of
"Wally,
birthday
please, please, I only have one key, and the front door locks. So if you go outside, make sure you have the key on you." He said, "Yeah, okay, no problem." He gets a phone call. Okay. He picks up the phone call and he goes outside to talk because obviously the Airbnb was way too noisy.
Yeah.
Since he was the only one in the Airbnb.
I know those ones. You know, it's a
So
fresh
he said,
air.
"Oh, okay, yeah, let me go outside and talk."
You need those sometimes.
Goes outside, forgets the key, locks the door.
Well, the door locks itself.
Okay,
the
so
wind
you're
goes-
locked outside.
So I'm
Don't blame
locked
the
I
outside.
call the
Don't blame the
landlord.
door.
I'm like, "Hey man, quick problem. There's a key inside, and he said, oh, don't worry about it. There's keys hidden all over, in 4 spots in the backyard, and I looked in every single spot. There was no key. Then the locksmith came, and I had to fork over. How much was it again, Wahlid?
That was, pretty penny. Like
$200.
U.S.
U.S. Yeah.
Oh,
So that's like,
man.
Who paid for that?
I mean,
Oh,
What do you
because
think?
his Airbnb. Right? And then don't forget the hole in the wall.
oh yeah. And then the second time, same
Let's not
Airbnb.
talk about it the next
Mhm.
place.
Somebody punched a hole in the wall before I got there,
Yeah.
and so they fill up the hole, and this guy gets there. He saw the hole, and then he saw the hole filled up. He's like, "Hey, they did a pretty good job, huh? Let's see how it looks." He pushes against the thing.
I'm barely like this.
Nah.
I feel it. I
He's
went
like,
this.
let's see
I
how
went
strong
like
it
this.
That's hard.
Hey, let's see how strong it is. And he did that. He did this into the wall, and the hole fucking popped back in. So he
Oh my
put
God.
another hole in the wall.
I don't think anyone
The same
understands,
Airbnb. Literally 4 months later. And I said, why do I invite you?
Oh, the
places?
same
The
Airbnb.
same one.
Yo, you know what's crazy? Just was also there when I was about to snuff Wahlid in Montreal. When he was like fucking with me, I'm like, yo, I'm sick, stop touching me. And he was like punching my stomach.
Hey, how about we all go around the group and we all say quality about Wahlid? We
No,
like.
let's say, okay, so that's your experience.
That's
Do you
my
guys have
experience.
any shitty experiences with Wahlid? Let it out.
Yeah, this morning I told the guy, you know, a simple thing. Hey, can you just carry the tripod from the Jeep to the studio here
Yeah.
where we shoot group chat?
Yeah,
Now this is a tripod, very sturdy tripod. Never had any problems with it.
of course.
All
You
of
know
a
how to
sudden-
pick your equipment. You got to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
clean
yeah,
sense.
yeah. It's expensive. I chose the expensive one on purpose
course.
to make sure, like, you know.
You're a
it's not-
high quality
that's
man,
not- Yeah,
as you
high
should.
quality man. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're walking, all of a sudden,
Oh.
some shit fell. I'm like, oh, maybe someone dropped the tripod, whatever.
Mhm.
Well, he still has a tripod in his hand.
Right.
Well, the piece of it, because the other piece fell on the floor. A
Mm.
piece I never saw fall off that tripod.
Yo,
And I
and
saw
it's like,
one of the legs is actually off one of the.
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up.
I saw him do that.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah. What about you?
Julian.
Oh my God! One time I was at a,
Oh,
we were
no.
all at a bar together,
Yeah, I love
Oh,
this.
no.
in
Let's
Long
hear it.
Beach. You
Let's
know,
hear it.
fun night. We all like, let's go out. 4th of July actually.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
4th of July, we're all at a bar together. There's a lot of music playing. There's like a lot of like, you know, it's girls, there's guys in there having a good time. While he gets a little drunk, he starts drinking, and I'm just chilling. Like I'm, you know me, I'm chill, right? I'm just chilling there.
You're the most chill guy.
Yeah, I put my arm up. I'm kind of chilling.
I'm probably more chill.
Scope, yeah,
You're right.
he's more chill.
You guys are both pretty chill.
He's scoping. I'm scoping the scene, and then like while he comes and like I thought I was sad or some shit. I don't know. So he starts like throwing it back on me, like he's like twerking on me and like putting his butt like here and just moving it like this. And then I'm kind of like pushing him and like run away, and he comes back to me and like does the same thing. It's like there's a bunch of like girls just looking at me, and I'm pretty sure they think we're a gay couple at this point.
So sexual harassment.
Yeah,
is your
yeah. There's
story.
nothing wrong with being a gay couple at all, but
And
like it just looked like we were a couple.
it got
was
worse
dancing
because
on
I was there. If I could add to your story, after the grinding, Wally said, "Oh, this is not working. Let me start spanking him," and he just started going like this, like in front of him.
Wow. So sexual harassment, damage of property. What else? Just insult to intelligence, damaging your property.
me. Yeah, it was.
He's more of a liability than he is an asset. to
So
us
back
guys,
us, so I'm like,
he's a
move
friend.
over to Siobhan and start doing it too. I'm like, oh, she's gonna come to me next. So I'm like, I'm with my shorty. So I'm like, all right, let me hold her close so you can't fuck with me.
Yeah, grind on
Yeah,
me.
Yeah, I ran over to you guys and started like standing beside you like this.
yeah.
Listen, come on, guys.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that?
I do remember that. I do remember that.
I remember this one time. I was talking about you like yesterday. Where I forgot where we were going, but Wally like Wally's known for losing his keys, right? So Zach, all right.
What the hell just happened?
No, I'm just chill.
I know.
So
Bro, he lost our SD cards this morning, bro.
he also has cards this morning, but so we're
I
with
found them,
Zach.
obviously.
We're with Zach, and I'm like, yo, like Wally dropped his keys. Like, can you give them back to him? He's like, oh no, dude, let's keep them and like watch how serious he gets, right? So we're all playing around, and Wally parks. He's like, all right, guys, come on. And we're like, I'm waiting for it because he's the only one with the keys. So he starts like feeling his pockets, like.
When you see this guy serious, it's so weird.
Yo,
I know, it's not him.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be him.
Yo, he popped the Prius trunk so quick, looking for his keys. Like, dude, no, one of you guys have them, and we're
I'm
like,
like, nah, bro.
I must have let, and then he starts biting his nails fast as well. But yeah, so we have Jus and Wahlid on the show today. You guys also are a duo on another podcast. Actually, you guys are our competitors. Fuck that.
No, you know what? Hey guys, welcome to
Just Two Boys.
We're here today with our guest. Which we said in the
Do you want to use our set to shoot an
Yeah, we'll
episode?
just
Hey, today we
You
got.
don't mind. We already did that already.
Julian Floyd.
Oh yeah, Wahlid also thinks Julian's last name is Floyd.
He also calls me Joe Baines.
Yo, do you have a gray hair on your beard?
Bro, I have
Probably
mad
do.
gray hairs
I
on
have
my
gray
beard.
For real?
Probably do.
You got gray hairs yet?
Yo, you know what's
You pull
from?
that shit out.
No,
When I'm
some-
picking my beard, he's saying like I'm picking hairs out, and then that's how like gray hairs come with me.
Like each
pull
fall-
What
it
if it
out.
was
like,
just a
each
little bit
follicle
of a
has, like, a
dye fell on
lifespan
one
of like
strand
black
of
hair,
beard?
and then we like
I
pull
think
it
it's
out,
possible.
kind of like
Yeah.
or
Speaking of
some
which,
shit, yeah,
who
or some
Who the
crazy-
hell told you that?
Yeah, I was
Finally
reading
got a
online. I'm
haircut.
like, yo, I might stretch.
So if I cut my hair bald, everything's gonna grow back.
No,
like,
like,
gray.
just
When you're
like,
cutting
when
them,
you,
I'm
like,
pulling
pulling.
them. I'm yanking them.
not every time, but like some of them have like a shorter
Mm.
lifespan, and then you pull it out. I was like, oh
I
shit,
believe
no more
that.
black.
Yeah.
It's only gray.
I want a gray beard though. That'd be hard.
Silver fox.
Yeah, a platinum beard.
Yeah, that'd be
Kinda
hard.
I'm
can't
not
wait
like
till I
20.
Hmm.
When you, if you.
Santa,
Uh,
David Letterman.
mm,
Who's got the better beard?
David Letterman.
Let him.
Yo, Santa shit kind of fucking tight.
Right?
Yeah,
I'm
Santa
gonna have to go
kinda
with Santa.
tight.
Or Colbert when he was Grizzly.
What's Panga? What's
Yeah.
Huh?
so you're working on something called how do you say
Panja? Panja?
You're saying Panja? No, you fucked this up.
Yeah,
'Cause
you-
I asked that mall yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said it's
Punga,
Punga.
right?
It's not
Punga,
Punga.
yeah. P-A.
So
Topanga.
There's a G in it,
Topanga.
and you know what sound the G makes, right?
Topanga.
Okay, well,
Well,
That's what
Yeah.
sound like.
you guys should do a collab with her. Topanga.
Topanga.
Topanga looks sick.
Topanga Lawrence, yeah.
So what's
So Punga is a,
Oh, God,
Yeah.
he's plugging.
I mean, you get, I don't have to. It's just,
No, we're at.
What's up?
okay, they're clothes.
Oh god. Here it is,
So
guys.
whatever.
Here goes good. Hey, that's
Yeah,
good.
wear them if you want. Yeah,
What?
visit the website if you want.
What's the
PungaClub.com.
website?
Yeah, if you want. I don't know.
You don't have to.
Yeah,
You don't have
put
to.
it down below.
Actually, I hope you don't. I hope you don't go on PungaClub.com and check out the great selection
Yeah, don't go
of
there.
t-shirts and hoodies that are there.
I also
I really
hope-
hope you don't.
You guys have an Instagram that you just wouldn't want to
Yeah,
see?
no,
them?
I don't go on Instagram. Don't follow at Punga Club. It's stupid. Why would you do that?
It's pretty lame.
Do you not want to tell them why you started it? Like fuck
In
that.
fact, I hope you guys edit this out. In fact, I hope you edit this whole podcast.
Hmm?
It just says PungaClub.com.
What a great plug.
Yeah, shit, that was pretty.
Is this
Good
the
plug.
clothing line you started with your brother?
Yes. So,
Why did you start with me?
Cause
a number of reasons. Should we do this again, guys?
Yeah, dude.
Liability.
So it was one time, right?
Bigger liability.
Then why am I here?
Losing inventory, destroying inventory.
you're our
Eating all the
chef?
fucking snacks.
Bro, someone came up to me and they're like, hey, you're a 40-year-old chef. And I was like, excuse me? I said, yeah, but I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Bro, this guy fucks around a lot in our vlogs, and then as a result, a lot of people who watch our vlogs see him in the streets in LA, and then like approach him just as like
Oh, yeah.
the goofy guy from the vlogs. He's like, "Yo, Wahlid, what up?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I know you from the vlogs." You a dumb motherfucker, man. I gotta say that.
Yo,
What if
I
we
had-
just kept
But
them
that's all they
talking?
know him for.
Yo,
Man,
there's
you
a-
fucking
No, that's what
stupid,
they do.
man.
They're like, man,
Yo,
you
a
dumb
lot of
clown,
people-
man.
Like, let me start giving you advice. This is what you need to do, man.
You need to become a
Yo,
man.
that guy's stupid. Yo, bring back that funny motherfucker. Like,
What's that? Who's that dumb motherfucker
Who's
from the
that
vlogs?
stupid ass-
who's that,
Oh,
who's
yeah,
that goofy
Wahlid.
fuck?
He probably doesn't have his life together. Bring him over here.
You have your life together.
Yeah, pretty much.
Bro, it's better than being
Ants?
Justice Boys though.
Huh?
Yo, you're fucking Justice Boys, right?
Oh my god.
I've
That's the
gotten
worst.
that
Being
before,
Justice
too.
Boys is the worst. I like
Yeah.
being your guys' boys.
I stopped chilling with just because of that. Yo, you're fucking.
Yo.
You're fucking.
Yo,
Justice
this
guys,
guy, bro. I'm like, oh yeah.
They said, like, you know Jus Reign, right? I'm like, yeah, I
Yo,
fucking
this
do
guy
know.
knows Joss, bro. Yo, fucking call him right now, bro.
So, yeah, wait, you know,
Yo.
you know
Yo,
Jus,
shout me out.
right? I'm like,
Yo,
yeah, I
shout me out,
fucking
yo,
do,
shout
bro.
me
Alright. Show me on that.
Show me out. Show me out that.
Yo, tell fucking Joss.
Why is it a Brampton guy and
It's
a
always
guy
a,
from California?
it's always a Brampton guy.
Yeah, it's always a Brampton
It's always a
guy.
Brampton guy, 100%.
Well, shit, let's get
Shout out
into
to
the show.
Brampton.
Shout out to Brampton.
Shout out to Brampton. Hey, anyway, so I'm Wahlid, right? I'm a goofy guy, you know. It's, thanks for having me on the show,
God
you guys.
damn.
I really didn't think you'd have me on after
Some
the
good work.
last episode. I'm very surprised.
That wasn't
actually.
my idea.
So what's today's topic about?
I was about to stop the cameras, but then you were talking,
Yeah,
so I thought you had something to say, so
Oh,
I'm gonna let
okay.
it go.
As
but
you can tell,
keep
we've been
talking,
trying to stay
yeah.
for like shit. Man.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, sorry about that.
You want to control the show? You can.
Yeah, the second time you did something.
Do you wanna
so-
just-
Do you want to check? Keep going. Do you want
It's
me
up to you.
No, we're trying to cut the camera so we can continue with the conversation.
Oh, okay, yeah.
But you
let
keep
me-
fucking talking.
So you want me to?
Just.
I got this. Hey guys, welcome to GroupChat.
No, we're
We
gonna
did
cut
that already. We did that already.
Today's topic
We gotta cut the
is
cameras because they
birthdays.
stop
all right?
recording by themselves.
Birthdays. You only have one a year. What do you do for your birthday? Write it down in the comments.
Yo, you ever
below.
forgot an important birthday?
Huh?
Like, damn, it's so and so's birthday. They're important to me.
Oh.
I feel like there's a
yeah.
birthday today that I'm forgetting, but probably not.
Yo, I don't really care about forgetting birthdays. I'm an asshole.
Bro.
You forget.
Yo, but I don't.
As long as
Bro,
you
my
say
mom's my
Alex.
dad.
I'm saying, but like only because I don't care that much if like someone forgot my birthday.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I
don't
get it.
expect you to tell me happy birthday.
Like I know your birthday's in November, but I don't know the exact. November 24th.
March 18th.
Is it 24th?
No.
Fuck. November
Shit, he knows
28th.
No,
What's mine?
his birthday is
February 12th.
His birthday is
So
earlier in
so
November.
confident.
Oh,
birthday's
November
early.
12th.
I'm gonna
November
believe it,
12th.
bro.
It's early
Looks like
November.
maybe my birthday.
8th?
November 11th.
When's his
Sorry.
birthday?
It'll come.
I think it's the 9th.
And then you'll find
When's
out.
his
Or the
birthday?
5th, 14th.
17th.
No, it's not. It's
the
late.
15th,
It's
it's the
late
15th.
November or early
It's
November.
18. Go through all the dates.
It's early. 'cause I
Is it?
remember going
Is
to
it
his birthday
November?
party
I'm in the
after.
right
When
one,
is
right?
Jus Reign's birthday, according to Wikipedia?
According to famousbirthdays.com.
November 24th.
Yo, they reach out a lot.
Oh,
Hey,
29th.
I know,
Hey,
man.
people want to know your stuff.
December 4th.
No.
Really? My birthday's.
What the fuck?
Holy
Is it
fuck,
really?
I've been
It says,
celebrating
bro.
the wrong month every
Yo,
year.
Wikipedia, bro.
Oh, your fault. Is it 24th? 25th?
Why don't we move on?
26th?
What's the topic?
27th.
So off.
October 30th.
Oh my god.
Oh,
It's November. It's November.
It's November, right? The 8th. 12th.
7th.
Oh shit. November 4th.
Oh, you didn't just Google
Oh, you
it,
just
did
Google
you?
it. Yeah.
His phone's on his
I
hand.
saw you turn your phone down on
Let
the
me
side.
fucking did.
Not from this angle.
Okay, so last week we were talking and
Hold on. Okay, never mind.
What do you want?
Okay, I just gotta get off my chest. If you guys watch the Avengers,
Oh my god.
I just want to say it was a funny joke. If I'm just saying, if I was Thanos, I'd end the shit like. That's how
You'll
I
get
end
it. Just remember,
You'll
you'll
get it.
no,
Just remember
do-
that joke.
Do what Julian did, the
What?
fucking toss up.
That's how you gotta finish.
Everyone will be like, "What the fuck, Thanos? What are you doing, bro?"
Wait, hold on. Everyone.
What's he waiting for?
This is how it
You
ended.
gotta-
This is how it ended. Watch. Continue.
Yeah, so last week we were talking about your question, where it's like, do you choose to like things?
Sorry.
You guys are gonna get it soon.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so like they had a discussion. They were like, do you choose to like things, or do you naturally?
What the fuck? No one's even talking, bro. Just don't spit it, bro.
Sorry.
Continue. Birthday behavior.
Okay,
sorry.
so do you choose to like things, or does it just happen, right? Like, do you choose to like patties, or do you just like patties, you know? So we got into that argument, and then like I introduced like the argument of free will versus determinism. Are you aware of that argument?
Yes.
So it's like, well, I'm sure you know, but just for them, free will versus determinism. Free will, obviously, it's self-explanatory. So you have free will with everything you do, be it your choices and decisions. Like I can choose to like tap Jermaine's leg or whatever. That's free will.
I picked up this water bottle because I chose to. It's all up to me. I didn't have to
I'm not only
But
gonna
I
pick
did.
up this water bottle, I'm gonna freak it.
because you wanted to. Free will.
So that's free will. Determinism now, it's a little more complicated, and it's broken down into like several different sects of determinism. But essentially, it's just everything is predetermined by something else. So there is no free will. I didn't choose to touch Jermaine's leg right now. It was always going to be. It was determined that was always going to
I picked
happen.
up this water bottle because
That's what's written for you.
there's nothing else I could have done other than pick up that water bottle in that
second, yeah.
exact moment.
I hope you guys are following along. If you're not,
So I'm gonna stay really base level because I can go like I said, determinism has different like sections to it, be it like biologically based or psychologically. There's like different things, but that's essentially the gist of it. Is that everything is predetermined. You have no free will at
It's
all.
very like cause and effect based, whereas like the result of something always only happened because of the cause. So like a baseball's flying in the air because somebody hit it with a baseball bat.
Yeah, so it's not necessarily like a fate-based thing where it's like your history is like pre-written and it's fate to do this and that. It can be a certain aspect of it is, but for the most part, it's like cause and effect type thing.
If you guys still don't understand it, Julian sent me some good links. I'll put them in the description down below so you guys can pause the video, go watch that, and then come back here so you guys are up to date, understand what we're talking about. Yeah.
So I sent y'all the videos. Like I'll start with you guys and then we'll get their opinion. So what do you believe?
Bro, it's kind of fucked. I didn't want to believe it, but yo, determinism makes so much more sense.
It does, right?
I think it
Everything's
d-
determined.
Why does it make more sense?
It does, but it
Watch the
doesn't.
video.
No, I didn't get the links. You didn't send me the links. How am I? Come on.
No, I didn't know you were coming on.
I'm not the
That's the
host.
thing.
We thought you were leaving.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
my bad.
I don't know. Like both sides make sense. That's what kind of makes it so hard to pick a side. But I think it's free will. Like Who wrote down?
I was trying to get away from it too. I was trying to like just get away from the idea that determinism was real. I'm trying to like fight for like free will or whatever. But fuck, it's every time you try to get away from it, it's like, I picked up the water bottle because I wanted to. It's like, no, because
Yeah.
you picked up the water bottle because that's because of who you are or whatever. It's because, shit. Fuck.
What if you are the person that you are today? You had no control over it because it was just like everyone else's bubbles and energies and their behavior towards you shaped who you are today. So everything that you do is a result.
Led up to you picking up that water bottle.
You picking up that water bottle from everything else that you've ever experienced. All of the collection of experiences, your encounters with people,
Environment.
your conditioning, your everything that's who you are. So you have no real control over who you will become because
It's a result.
And
That's
what
a
you do
result.
because
even
of
your
that.
choices. What if even your choices are predetermined? You make the right choices because of what has been taught you in some sense. Like you have some certain sense of values and things like that from when you were a child that were like enforced and put on you, right? So you'll always make it. Depends on your upbringing or your biology and all these things. Like, do we really have?
Yeah, do you have free
Control.
will? It's
But,
really
like,
all those
imagine-
things influencing whatever choice your mind, not even you, like your biological mind makes.
Yeah,
Imagine if I was
exactly.
raised instead of California, like in Brampton. How different.
Oh God! Imagine how. Oh man, I don't
In
even. wanna-
Brampton?
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be
Yo,
way different.
basketball.
Yo, what do you say?
Basketball.
I know exactly what you'd look like. I know what you'd be talking like. I know everything you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, it's kind
Yeah,
of
his face.
that's kind of just like thinking about that. That's crazy. I'm trying to like go against it. But it's
Bro,
kinda-
because yo, you feel so I almost feel helpless. Like,
I
oh,
feel like,
shit.
yo,
What if
my
you're
story
aware?
is written
What if
already.
you're like, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
you-
that's the case, but
It's
now I'm
kinda-
consciously aware that this is the case, and I can choose to make like either I can do this or just let my conditioning affect.
But guess
I'm
what?
doing.
But
But even
That-
then, what if
even
it's
that
still?
you can,
No!
because you've been
Bro,
exposed
it's
What if you're
determined that you're gonna
thinking
say
that?
that, bro.
You've
The only reason you're
exposed.
thinking that is because you've been taught all
been
these
taught
things.
to question things and be skeptical.
Oh,
And
It's like a topic you can't get away from.
You
because
just said that because it's
everything-
written, because it's
no, there's
determined.
solid arguments for both sides. There's solid free will arguments out there that I've
Let me
read.
hit some free
And I
will
wish I had them on
arguments.
top of my head right now. I'm gonna think of something.
even if
that
you
I've
think
read.
you're making a conscious choice that is based on your own choice and you're
That
getting
was
away from
predetermined.
for predeterminism, you're still there's a reason why you're making that choice is because of the things you know and learn. Because when you're born, I guess you're pretty much just a blank slate minus your genetics and your predisposed conditions that you'll have in your life. But maybe those affect who you are too. Like maybe the fact that like let's say I sweat a lot.
Yeah.
So maybe me sweating a lot has led to me who I am today because sweating sometimes I'm like, oh yeah, it makes me uncomfortable, but subconsciously I've like moved a certain way because of the sweat and this and that. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
affects my body language and who I am today and things that I know and my lens and my viewpoint of life just because of a simple factor like me sweating a lot, you know. So
I dropped this water bottle.
happy birthday, buddy.
Okay, let me throw you guys a curveball. Okay, so let's say are you for determinism or against it?
Bro, yeah, I was like, yeah, determinism, man. Yeah.
Let's get like a,
It's
that's
been
why
my
I
whole
get
life,
like
bro.
that's why I get like
I'm
a
free
general
will.
yes or no.
Free will.
As much as you can say yes
Free
or no.
bang gang.
I'd probably say determinism because it makes more sense.
Here's the thing.
Oh, my
There we
God.
go.
I would like to say determinism, but I feel like if I say determinism, that will make me more apathetic in life, and I don't want to be that. I want to be like, yeah, you know what? Sure, all this. Even though that could be determinism that I'm thinking.
You
I'm
want to
making
feel
my
in
own choices,
control. That's
I
what
want
it
to
is.
feel in control. So even if I'm like,
Yeah, you would want
sure,
to feel in control.
maybe
huh?
there's a
You would say that.
yeah.
Yeah, you're out of
Because you're supposed to say that.
Okay, so let me throw you
of my
an
life.
argument.
Yeah, I'd like to be in control of my life.
This is an argument that free will people say against determinism people. So if you believe in determinism, that being said, no one can really be held accountable for their actions because really I didn't have any say in what happened, right? Like it happened because of whatever happened in the past.
Yeah.
So I have no control of what I do right now. Be it even coming on the show, I had no control. So with that being said, if someone murders somebody, then is that person to be held accountable and should they be punished as a murderer, as like our society punishes murderers now?
Well, you're not
And
gonna stay in the streets.
determinists say no. Determinists
I got
say,
kids.
like people who really believe in determinism, they'll say no, like that person should not go to jail or should not be punished because they had no control of murdering that person or kidnapping this child or whatever the hell crime it could be.
Yeah.
They had no control over it. So that's an argument. That's one of
But
the.
what about the people putting them in jail? What if that's just the people they are, and that's what they're supposed to do, and that's already.
I was gonna say that
that's
jails already
predetermined as
predetermined,
well.
I guess.
Yeah.
So-
What if that's also predetermined? With the court system, the justice system, that's also there's people that are like that are very passionate
So
about it.
like if you rob a
they're
bank,
determined.
It's not my fault.
it's not my fault. I was determined to rob a
Yeah,
bank.
so that's like one of the arguments that a free
I'm
will
rich.
advocate will use against a determinist is just that. Okay, so what should we do? And the determinist will say no, like fuck.
But like,
So
Well,
what
what
do
are we
you say?
supposed to
What
do
side?
then?
What side are you guys on? What do you guys say?
Me?
About that? Yeah.
To that argument or just in
I
general?
mean, yeah, like it's true. Like some people
What are
are
you
allowed
supposed
to
to do?
do
Somebody
people-
murders somebody. You just go, okay, well,
but Julian,
continue.
Do people use
Sorry, I
that,
don't
like,
wanna-
Like, I don't know what else to
getting
do
your
after that.
vibe, you know, this is your thing.
No.
So
Oh, okay.
I'm not gonna. I know it's
Well,
predetermined.
I mean,
so
for like mental.
kill
for,
me
like,
if you
mental-
want. You know,
Mental
I'll
health.
Mental
volunteer.
health, they use that a lot.
That makes
Like
sense.
they use the argument with like people who's like suffer from mental health issues, like someone who could have XYZ disorder and does something bad, right? Like they'll use that argument. It's like, hey, they had no control. Like they really don't know any better, and they take that as a defense in the court system a lot of the times. So why not someone who believes in determinism? Why not say, shit, I just didn't know what I was doing?
So you guys think that's?
We gotta go somewhere.
I don't think.
You can't be honest.
You think I can like do something and go to court and try and use that? Like, if I had to like
Realistically, I don't think there's any precedent set. Like I mean, maybe you could set the precedent. Maybe you could be the first to like be the one to
break
get
the-
off on
yeah.
it. You
The
set
judge
it.
is like, you know what? Oh my god.
Maybe at the right
Judge,
place.
I'm
Maybe I'm
gonna
not-
send you a video. Just,
Maybe I've had this all wrong.
I'm gonna send you a YouTube link. Just check this out.
all right, Trey.
Alright.
Okay, go to 2 minutes and 32 seconds. Start there.
just skip to 2 minutes. Yeah, like
Start
How
working.
come I've
Get
never
the
heard
ad.
about this before? This is insane.
No, but yeah, I don't know,
Supreme
man.
Court
I think,
judge, the highest judge.
think I'm a
Oh my God,
determinist,
you have to-
shoot.
Guys, fuck all this.
All
Burn
the
it all down.
philosophies. Yeah.
Burn all the
you're-
court horses down.
You're determinist. What? What did you say?
so that might be.
Determinist, you-
Yeah, it might be. Like I wish we had this discussion like when I was in school, like in this class studying this shit, because like there's so many good points for determinism. Like, and I have the book. It's just like in my house in Florida. Like I really wish we had this discussion a couple
Is your
years
mom on
earlier.
FaceTime?
She probably could.
Mom,
actually.
okay, just
She
flip.
As complicated as it is, it's an easy read. She could like take a picture and we could read it. But
You guys believe we're in a simulation?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, no,
Yeah.
I knew that trigger
Please
because
change
it's
it.
predetermined.
Hey, wait,
I am 99.9% sure we're living in a video game, a simulation.
but this kind of
Positive.
this kind of segues towards that. So maybe we are in a video game and everything is predetermined.
I
If
think
I'm
we're
in a
one
video
big
game-
entity, one dude that just put on this brain thing, and he's living every single person's life through all time on Earth, and that's the video game.
So you're telling me that guys living through my life
The same person that is playing my body is the same person playing your body.
took 10 minutes. to
Wait,
make
hold
a character.
on. Break this down. Let me hear this.
So let's say, okay, this also goes back to this. Let's say like when you're born, you don't have a choice in what body you're going into, what conditions, what like circumstances you're gonna
I
get born
do,
into,
nigga.
right? So you become that person and you live that life, you know, from your upbringing to like who your family was, your community, to everything affecting the person that you are, right? So like you don't have a choice in like where you're born or how you end up. So what if that's the video game? Is like this guy's like, let me collect every single human experience throughout the whole time. So he'll play like somebody right now. He'll play me, and he'll also play you, and he'll also play like a Chinese fisherwoman from the 1800s, and he'll play Hitler. He'll play
How-
a Jew. He'll play every single person that's ever lived.
Wait, why is he playing? I thought it was just
Why
like
is it-
a simulation. Like, all right, boom,
Well,
like run. Like,
Maybe this like
me
being
see
is
what
like
happens.
so. They're like we can't think on the level of their conscious. They're like so much more smarter. So this is how they like get their form of entertainment. This is they play this video game that lives throughout
Yo.
all the experiences of every human
better
You
being.
know what's
Favorite
fun?
character.
I told you this before too. When I was a kid, like just growing up and fucking, even when I got like, even when I was a little bit older, like maybe like 18,
Like last
19,
year.
whatever, last year too, yeah.
When I was
I was
growing
like,
up to
Like Christmas time.
yeah,
It's
like,
on the way up.
like,
Like,
yeah,
I was like
I was like
23.
trying to get to
Like
my
20
age
minutes
now.
ago.
I was thinking
But I always had this like thought that like everything was set up and everyone's in on it. Like you're in on it, you're in
Like
on
the
it.
Truman Show?
Yeah. Like everything's just set up around me, and it's just like you niggas is waiting
How do you
for
know
me
that's
to
not
like.
the case? What if it is?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Yeah,
it's
like,
fun.
it
You
is.
don't know that. We can tell you it's
Like
not.
right now, you guys are all
Wahlid.
panicking because I'm like, yo, this
No,
is
we're
all fucked. This
Trey.
is all fucked. Yeah.
No,
How what's up? What's going on?
What
But not like
excuses?
I always felt
Pick
like
it up.
everything around me was just like fake, and everyone was waiting for me to like figure out this one thing. And then when I watched the Truman Show, the movie, it's a movie. You guys haven't watched it with Jim Carrey. I was like, yo, that's exactly how I felt. Like everything, not like a TV show, but like it was like a simulation. Like I'm living in a simulation, and like you guys aren't really real. And when I figure it out, you guys are gonna like, and I'm gonna be in a big green room and shit. Then he's gonna come out. You took long enough. Wahlid?
That's
Yes.
right.
It's your dad.
My name is Steven.
Well, do you guys believe in the simulation theory? But
I
I know you do. Do you guys believe in simulation?
No, I don't believe in simulation, but I do
Kind
believe
of.
there's a higher entity that's like controlling society and like.
So how's that not a
That's essentially
simulation?
a
It's not like Illuminati, for example. Like there's
Oh,
no way.
shit.
There's no way Lil Tay and Will Vicky are real people. They have to be robots.
What do you guys think?
yeah.
Like there's
not
no way.
fucking with
There's
Lil
no way
Tay.
that's real.
You
The
don't have
youngest
bands like
likes
Lil
her.
Tay.
Okay.
I don't know. I kind of believe it. Like I want to believe it. Like
I mean, it's just for me. Like I don't really believe in it, but like once you start playing with like time with theories, because like this theory is based off of like time, right? Some being in the future or whatever would have such incredible technological things at their disposal that they can do this. But like once you start playing with time, it's like really tricky because it's like who the fuck's to say?
I believe
But you don't know.
I believe
like, I
in
really
this
don't
stuff.
know.
Like you just don't know.
Yeah, it's like I really
Like,
don't know.
shit.
We
Or-
also
do you
live
guys-
in 3 dimensions.
That's what I'm saying.
Like there's probably other beings that live in the 4th, 5th, 6th dimension that like just we can't even comprehend what the 6th or 7th dimension is like. Like after 10th dimension, I think you can't really comprehend that. I saw a video where the guy explained up to 10 dimension. He's like, after that, you just can't really like. We don't have the capacity.
Up to 10 dimensions.
Up to 10 dimensions, and then after that, he's like,
What's in the?
Do you guys
fourth
believe in
dimension?
time
What's in the
travel?
11th
4th dimension is space and time.
Fifth.
5th is space and time, and also space and time. So it's like
In one entity.
in one entity.
Yeah.
So it's like space and time times space and time. So
Okay.
space and time are one, like, constant, and then
Yeah.
space and time.
No,
is
this
another
guy probably
constant.
plays Sims a lot, huh?
Sixth.
Yeah, what's the
A lot of
six?
Age of Empires.
Did Age of Empires-
Like technology will
Yeah,
get
that
to a
was the
point
best
where we're
game.
gonna create a
That was the
simulation
best game ever.
20 years from now where they're all gonna believe that they're like have free will, and they're gonna have this. They're gonna have a little simulation group chat, and they're gonna talk about this very topic, and we're gonna be watching and be
Welcome
like,
to
wow,
Sim
we made
Chat.
Bro, we could be in 3018 right now.
No, what was
So
that?
that's
What was
what I'm
that
saying.
movie
Do you guys
that
all-
watched,
do you guys-
Coherence? Where there's like they have the glow sticks or whatever.
Oh yeah, that was a cool.
Oh
little-
yeah.
What if there's another set just like this right now, but
That
the
was
backdrop is red?
An alternate
crazy.
Yeah, I
reality.
have a
But
goatee.
it's weird because like there's a lot of tests. Like there's a lot of things that could seem like it was a test like placed on humanity.
Yeah.
Like for
Like,
me,
what if we
even
failed
like, even like
and we're-
religion, for example, it seems like it's kind of something like can we get these guys to believe in this stuff?
Yeah.
You know?
But what if
I-
like
I
what
think
if
people
all of
started
this was a
believing that.
game and
Look
like
at
we
these guys.
failed a long time ago and like let's just say there was
But
a
the
guy
Xbox is still
creating like
on.
this whole simulation, right? And he set us all up, but then we failed and he's like, oh fuck this, and he just walked away from like the whole earth.
But you know, have you seen that?
Yeah. No, we're continuing to live in because we
Have you seen that
fucked
one
up.
article where there's like they found 7 Earth-like planets all clumped together?
Yeah.
And then we're like all the way over here. What if we're just a failed planet? They're like, you know what? Fuck these
That's what I'm
guys.
saying.
What if
What
we
if
don't? We're just like we fight each other too much, and we were like that failed planet.
Like
Those
we
guys all
think
get
we're
along
sick.
and all
Yeah.
that.
Annoying.
And you know,
Yeah,
you know,
just
so
like
What if
blasts
we're-
us away.
What if we're the one that made it out and that planet was all fucked up?
Yo.
you know,
Yo,
it's a weird
don't-
thought too,
don't
like
mess
to think about like all the consciousnesses that is that a word? Is it
Consciousness?
plural anyways? If you say conscious, is that plural already?
The collective consciousness.
Consci.
If you think about the amount of consciousnesses,
Conscious.
We know what you're
is
trying to
conscious
say.
already?
Yeah.
Is that already?
Conscious,
Can that
I'm
be
pretty
used as a
sure
plural?
it's-
Is it one of those words that can be used as plural?
Concerts.
What's on your guys'
You know what I'm
conscience?
saying?
You
No, I'm
don't say
saying
what's
like
on
if
your
we're trying to say
conscience.
multiple.
I would say
Say
collective
the
consciousness.
amount of
I'll say what y'all thinking. What y'all think? What y'all
Conscious
thinking
plural.
about?
No, I'm trying to say the amounts of.
You know what? Why don't
Conscious,
you?
yeah,
Why
I
don't you
do.
take-
they're not beings. Like
We know what you're saying.
We know what you're saying.
Okay,
That's
so
it.
I have
Y'all
one.
know what he's saying.
Hold on,
Spit it out.
In the
I have
comments
one.
right now.
Wait, I have one and you have one, right? So what are
Yeah.
they together? So I have
Two
I have a conscious, and then what is it? Two.
It's a
yo,
conscious.
just bare consciousness. bare.
All of the world.
It's a weird thought to think about the amount of bare consciousnesses out there. Like from people who have lived and died, it's kind of like just think about all the individual minds that have been alive and who have died through the history of humanity and who are like alive now, and to think that every single one of those were like different.
What if they're all the same, but just living in different bodies? Like I am you and you are me, but I'm living in this body and you're living in this body. We're all the same thing, but we're just in different bodies, living
Yeah,
different
isn't there
lives.
another
and
theory where it's just like you
That's
live,
what I think.
you live like 10 lives and then you form this egg? Have you heard of that?
Oh,
What?
the egg theory.
No,
That's
that's-
yeah. That was
I've
the,
never heard of
that's
that.
You lost
the-
me there.
that's
Yeah,
why
I was thinking about the golden goose egg.
Yeah, you lost me there. Man.
Yeah, or the
It was like it's pretty much like it's based off the simulation theory where like you're just like living all these lives throughout the whole course of humanity to collect all those experiences, and then just you eventually become one big collective super being because you've experienced everything there is experienced throughout.
What if you just stayed
humanity.
inside the whole time?
That's an experience.
Bro, it's just weird to me to think that like
Whoa.
it's just weird.
You
to
go
me-
outside, you never stay inside. That's an experience. You die
It is,
when
yeah.
you were just born. That's an experience. You die when you're 99. That's an experience. These are all different experiences that you eventually collect and you become this big, super big because you've like, I've lived every life and every possible outcome.
That's the meaning of life.
So does life matter?
What is the meaning
Really,
of
What
life?
is the meaning of life?
Really, I think
What
it's
is
just
it like?
chill.
Why are we here?
I think
Why?
it's a
why are we
mistake.
here?
It's just a game. It's just like, yo,
For
go
me,
play.
realistically,
Enjoy
I feel
it.
like,
Have
I feel
fun.
like
This is
it's
like a big video game. It's a playground. Go have fun, live it.
I feel like it's a big ass mistake. Like, oh shit. Huh? No, like I just think like some like random circumstances like over like billions of years resulted in like the creation of life.
Cause and effect. Yo, one
And it's
little
like
event.
this one
little event
random
millions
thing
and
that
millions of years
that
ago.
could have had like one out of like a trillion chance and it happened, and then like this is kind of like snowballed into what it is now, and we just like
It's like
do
kind
the
of
fuck we want with it.
when we watch time travel movies and like I pick up this gum instead of leaving it here. I fuck up everything.
Well, because
bro.
you didn't leave the gum there, then my mom didn't meet my dad, which means
And that's determinism shit.
Oh!
It starts fading. Oh
And it's also weird to think that.
Oh no,
like,
the gum's right there.
no, wait, it's empty. Oh! No, wait, I got another pack. Whoa!
Y'all
Oh,
hungry?
it's empty. Ah!
Wait, don't wipe
They
your
need to turn it
ass.
off. I keep getting
No!
distracted and reading the articles and shit. Yeah, reading
Yo,
it.
imagine you're about to wipe your ass and a cyborg comes out and it's just you with half an eye. It's like,
Don't wipe it.
and then you do wipe
Yeah,
it.
think about how your conscience is gonna be gone and like no one will ever know it.
You what, sir?
Like how
Yeah,
your
that's-
how your
yeah,
conscience will
so
like
many
just
questions.
like how you'll die and then like your whole like brain and your thoughts and your conscience will just be like gone. And
Or
like
does it
people
live
thousands
on?
of years ago will just be like not go, like you're just gone. You're
What
like-
if it just
you're
goes
dust.
back into the
New conscience.
no,
the
like
conscious
it's like
pool?
there's like this big database that collects everything. So
Oh, he's a big dick. I'm like, what?
there's a big dick.
Where are you
that
going with this?
It's
One
shoots
massive
out
penis.
your
Collect all the
phone.
thoughts.
And it's just we're all just all the consciousness of little sperms, and the guys just waiting to bust, but we all gotta collect all the consciousness, all the sperm souls have to
And
be
then what happens when
collected.
you bust?
What
and
are
then
we
all
talking
of
about?
humanity comes out and everyone goes, what?
Bro, how the fuck do we have different brains, bro? That's weird.
I feel like that's something.
Bro, where are we in space?
You know what?
So many questions.
Yeah, wait, where are we?
Where are we, bro? All right, we're on
Isn't it
Earth, and then
crazy
Earth is in
that
space, but we're in space. Like, what
Life
is
is so
It's
short and
nothing.
it goes by so quick and people are
Actually,
watching.
Why do I
It's
feel so
something.
important?
Yeah, I
bro?
know.
You're whack.
Fuck this shit. I'm whack. You're
Yo,
whack.
no, fuck this.
Does anybody believe the Earth is flat?
Oh, fuck no.
There's a video, it's really funny.
Anybody like even an inkling think it's flat?
There's a
'Cause there's
video
some people
where
that do. Genuinely. there's-
Certain man said he wasn't sure.
when the Houston
Who?
when the Houston floodings were happening, this
Fuck
guy.
said that.
This
You
guy-
said- oh, said- Nah. You tried to put it on me. I said, nah.
I thought you said you're not sure.
Nah. I said, I ain't checked.
We'll run it back to that video.
I said, I just
yeah,
didn't
you
check.
said he didn't check.
Unless you've seen it with your own eyes, how would you?
Bro, at the end of the day, how can you be mad at me for that? I don't know
He's
if
right.
it's flat. I ain't
Huh?
see that shit.
I ain't checked.
And I wasn't mad
He's
at
right.
it. I wasn't mad at
Technically,
it.
he's
I
right
was
because
just
we
saying.
haven't.
Nah, niggas are trying to
Okay, yeah, actually, technically, I never checked for myself, so I don't know.
Exactly.
That's what my whole point was
That's a
Like,
valid.
there's
point.
research from other people.
But I'm saying, but with
I
that,
believe in the research, but he also.
Wait, hold on.
But
Let
with
me
that
ask
logic,
him.
you can say that to anything. Are
What-
you sure
what-
it's
You're
supposed
right.
to
What was the, hold on, what was the
I ain't
argument? What was the argument that I brought that
Sure,
even
man,
up to?
Huh?
What was the argument that made me even bring that point up?
You said that you don't believe in dinosaurs anymore.
Bet you believe in dinosaurs?
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe in dinosaurs because
You
they collected research
You've
from
seen them shits?
years,
other people.
but we haven't. Yeah, you're right.
But hold on, that's
But are
not even
you
that.
sure?
Not even that. I ain't even sure. Cause I'm saying like, yo, look, if son can make what's boy name that made the Tesla?
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk.
If boy can make that whip, like
Make a
why
dinosaur?
can't we make a fake dinosaur bone and say, yo,
Pass your water bottle.
that's the
You're using a water. You're a scientist,
But
right?
do you understand how that logic is just like you're
I-
asking for
oh,
problems with that?
for sure.
Because I can question anything then.
question?
Are you sure you're-
I'm
here's a good one,
encouraging
here's a
you
good
to
one.
question.
Like, are you sure your dad is your dad? And you're
I
gonna say I
don't
can get a
know.
and then you're gonna say I can
gotta
get a
think.
DNA test. Are
like,
you,
did you take
are you
yourself?
sure that
Did
was a
you
real DNA test?
I'm not sure.
Huh?
Are you
But I'll
sure?
go with it.
Like, you know, like once you start like that logic can just like you won't
Yo,
believe
but
anything. In
but the
the
thing
world
is
ever
though,
with
the
that.
thing is though, you gotta do a lot of things to make sure, because there's a lot of times I can't think of any case off the top of my head where I'm like, all right, that's my do rag or whatever, right? Let's just say I'm like, that's my do rag, and then I don't go into like deep enough reasoning to say, oh yeah, that is rightfully your do rag, like your water bottle. It's like, oh, this is my water bottle, but it's actually yours and shit. How did I know it's mine? I'm just telling myself it is.
It's like if
That's
we all
different than
we all
fucking dinosaur.
downstairs.
Huh?
Yes, that's totally.
That's
No,
like,
it's
that's
just-
totally,
I
that's not
ain't-
even
I know,
like
no.
related.
I'm just saying-
Let's say we're all downstairs. Me, you, and Drew downstairs.
Yeah.
And then Julian's like, "Hey, did one of y'all turn the lights off?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, Tron told me you turned the light off. Let me go check though." I go upstairs. Like Tron told me, so I'm sure it's off. But let me just go double check. And I
Yeah.
go upstairs. I check for myself. Oh,
And the
it
aliens
is
are.
off.
But you find out through
Oh.
checking and shit, right? So people who do research have multiple hypotheses and they do their checks and they do everything else.
Nah, I
It's not
believe
someone
them,
that
but it's
said
just
it
like,
once,
yo,
you know,
I'm
and
not
then-
sure myself.
You have multiple
Based on your
hypotheses.
So
research,
I'm
yeah.
saying like that, like you can't use those examples to like.
Yeah, that's a
tell
bad
the dinosaurs
example.
Or even his, like you can't use that.
I mean, as easily
Well,
as
okay,
it's
so,
proven,
like-
it can also be disproven. I feel like that's
Yeah.
what's the difference
I'm
between
just
it?
saying. I'm just saying. I'm not really buying this shit. Like I
So you
feel
don't-
like
you
No,
don't
it blows
think
me away when
dinosaurs
like
ever
when like certain like facts that are like
like
that were believed for
solid.
years and years. Like,
Yeah.
oh, finally, after years and years of believing this, it's actually this. Like, oh shit.
Like what?
Like in the 50s, they used to smoke cigarettes while they're pregnant and be like, oh yeah, this is great.
Cigarettes
and then
can
like,
kill
wait,
you.
This
Oh, shit.
actually destroys your children.
Oh.
You're like,
Or like when they say, oh, this food is super
There's
good
like-
for you. Oh, all of a sudden, this food is bad.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like eggs. I can never tell if eggs are good or bad. I still
Yeah.
to this day.
The like,
Every
juice
five
box.
seconds,
Drink.
yeah.
What was it? Chewing juice box straws give you cancer. Give them to the kids.
They used to put asbestos in the walls, like in families' houses, and now they know it's like
Asbestos is great. Oh shit.
Oh no,
Turns out
it's not great.
like
Yo,
what
all
is
I'm
what do you
saying
think
is
that
right
thing
here.
is
Who
now?
does and who doesn't believe in dinosaurs here?
What do you think now in 50 years? What do you think now in
trying to
50
figure
years
out.
there's gonna be something like that we're gonna realize like, oh man, why did we do that so long ago? I
Bro,
think
like
so-
watch tomorrow.
I think cell
Oh
phones.
yeah, 100%.
Cell
Cell
phones.
phones radiation
Cell
is
phones
killing our.
in your
Yeah.
pockets and like
Yeah.
I used to put my phone under
you
my
think
bed
cell
all the
phones?
time.
Radiation?
Yeah, all-
I think 50 years from now they'll have research be like, oh wait, this was a
Oh great, your balls don't.
Because yo,
work now.
it's
we don't have
something
enough
new.
research. Yeah.
Bro, you
It's
hear your
something new,
laptop
yeah.
on your
We're the first
your laptop
generation
on your
that's
tablet.
actually had
Easing the mind.
gone from like house phone
it clean
to
your
up
foot?
over 10 and then like cell phones.
Even right now, all these cameras recording us all around us.
all the energy.
It could just be going to our heads.
How do you know the recording though?
Ooh.
Yeah.
How
I'm
you know
looking
you're
at
gonna
it.
upload
But
this?
you don't know right now until you check for
Yo,
yourself.
to be honest, and I'll check when I get home. I'll be pissed and I'll text you guys like, yo, son, it ain't recording.
What the fuck?
Oh man, but that's all the time we have
Is it?
today
That's
here.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
actually.
let's get more time. Yeah, come on.
Now we've been
come on.
running. We've been running for it's what
There could, be,
was that?
there could be a series based off of just this free will
Bro, show
predetermination
going
alone.
forever.
So many episodes.
It can go on.
Where
forever.
are we in space, guys? Where are we? What is
We
going
don't
on?
know.
What's
We
in
can't-
space?
that-
What's
we have
in
nothing
space?
to
that's-
relate
that's
to.
an
We're not in the
unanswerable
front,
question.
we're not in the back. We don't know where we're at.
We only know where we're at in relation to the things that we know.
You think we'll ever know?
And we don't know
You think we have to
everything.
know?
Yeah, we
Well,
have to.
we don't have to know
And
where
then
we're
it
at.
goes back to my
We
shit.
really
How do
don't
you
have
know?
to know.
Knowledge is power.
Like,
no, we
no,
don't
but
have
think
to know,
but
but
think
we-
about it.
we can know.
Like when it comes to space and where we're at, we only know where we are in relation to the things around us, right?
Exactly.
So it's like imagine me being in this room and not seeing anything, but hey, I know like I'm this far from Jermaine and this far from Trevon and this close to you guys.
Yeah.
But outside of you guys, I don't know where the fuck I'm at.
Yeah, bro. I remember the first time I had that thought. I'm like, I was a kid walking home alone. I'm like, where are we, nigga? Where am I? Why am I walking home from school? Like, what is this
Yeah,
shit?
it's weird. We
Let me
only know
ask
where we're
y'all,
at in
why'd I
relation to
wake
things
up? Why
that
do
we
I
know.
stress?
Let me ask y'all a question.
What's up?
Would y'all rather be, and you're well equipped in both scenarios, right? Would you rather be lost in space or lost in the ocean? But like you don't know where the fuck you're at.
Probably
The
ocean.
ocean for sure. The ocean for sure.
How
But
ca-
it's
but
dark.
how would you be lost in space? Like just
You just don't know. You're on a spaceship. You're on a
on
spaceship.
space.
Like you're both well equipped. You're in a submarine in the
I'm in
ocean.
space.
Like what, a spaceship
100%.
that
No, but space, you don't know where you're
like a
gonna
futuristic
say.
spaceship where it
Yeah.
can actually fly like Star Wars and
Yeah,
shit?
you can
or
fly around and shit.
Like
From the
Star
space,
Wars?
I'm not
Yeah,
on
Yeah, if I
but
have
you,
resources on a
you have
spaceship-
no idea where Earth is. And
Bro,
like,
like
and
a
when you're in the
Star
ocean, hold on, when you're in the ocean, you have no idea where land is. Like you're so far, you have
Ocean.
no
Bro,
idea
do you
where you
understand
are.
how
They
big
got Google
space
Maps
is?
out there.
And you don't understand
You
how
could
big the
be
ocean is.
you could be somewhere.
How deep the ocean
I know,
is.
but then I can fucking get to fucking China like pretty quick.
Nah.
In comparison,
Yo, you're
in
mad.
comparison-
You
no,
don't know
in
where you are.
comparison to,
Oh,
in
so
comparison
you're in
to,
space?
yeah, in comparison,
Okay.
I could be
Hold on.
somewhere.
Antarctica. Oh,
I could be somewhere in space that's 100,000 light years away from Earth, and I'll die before I even get 1% closer to
What
Earth.
if you find
Let me ask
another
you a question.
planet
What?
that is so much better than Earth, 10 times, and you land there, and
You
they have
don't
and they have a big picture of you up, and you land there like, oh my god!
Like this.
I like that part.
And
I
it's
like that.
all-
There's one statue like this and one statue like this.
It's just all the most beautiful women,
Women,
your
yeah.
type. Everyone's kind to each other. Everyone loves you, and you get off and you're
And
like,
then they're
wow.
like, hey,
Good thing I didn't pick swimming to China over this, huh?
And they're my type.
They're like, we need
No, hold on, hold on.
I do it.
Hold on,
And I would
hold on.
go like
Nah.
this.
But you deep in the ocean. Like no one knows how deep the
What are you
ocean
talking about?
really
Shit,
is.
like I'm on the surface or I'm like way down?
You're deep. You're submarine, bro. It's
Oh,
submarine.
but then- but
just
then-
go up.
Well,
Just
no.
fucking
Just wait,
Well,
just go.
I hate to be that guy, but the water pressure will crush my submarine.
No, you're
and
good, though.
And destroy me.
You're good.
You
And if you go way too high in space,
Bro, the
You got
ocean.
your New York fit
The
up.
ocean. At least it's something I'm familiar with.
I lie.
Oh, that's a fish.
No, you're not.
Oh, hey, look, the demon.
I'd rather be in space, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand the intrigue of space. If we're talking about me trying to get home, I'd rather
Nah,
be in the
you
fucking
just-
ocean. Oh, I'm just chilling.
Just a dub. Everything's a dub.
It's either
where you want to be?
I thought it was like me like trying to get home.
No, it wasn't. I'm just trying
Oh,
to flip
sure.
it.
Yeah,
Nah, if
space-
you're trying to get
space is
home,
cool.
I said you don't know where you are. Like,
If I have enough
pretty
resources
fucked.
on my spaceship to live an entire life,
Just mad fruit roll up.
and like I have the technology to like get to like different galaxies and shit like that, I'll pick space.
Yeah.
I'd, like I'd explore what's out there.
Yo, I'd hate to forget some shit when I was like in a spaceship, like about to go into space.
Oh, my
Turn on the
headphones!
rocket.
Like, what do your
Fuck my headphones! No!
My AirPods!
would your exploration matter though if you
That
can't
one.
share that knowledge?
Charger.
I say, would your exploration matter if you can't share that knowledge?
Yeah, 'cause
like
it's
you're
for
just,
me.
gonna, you're just gonna die with it.
No, you
for me.
upload it on the web.
Yeah,
you
that's
can
true,
contact-
yeah.
They got Wi-Fi.
Now this is becoming a scenario that's like this, you know, like.
No, you can't contact anybody.
Okay, so let me switch my
We're just
my
making it
question.
up.
Let me
Yeah,
switch
now
my
this is
question.
like what?
No,
Let
but
me,
you
let me
got
switch
you.
my question. Let me switch my question.
Oh,
If
my-
you guys can learn, like, if you guys can learn fucking just what we're talking about, like space and like all the other planets, or like deep dive into the ocean and going deeper than sciences and humans known to be, which one would you go explore? And you knew like there's some shit under there, or you didn't know. You didn't know anything.
Can't you fly
Space
into
or-
space
I
for
like space. I also think there could be a big possibility that there's another civilization that's living in the ocean.
Deep down,
that
right?
We don't even know about.
What if you? This is my
Like, what if
thing.
what if like you know how monkeys are like we evolved from monkeys, right?
Yeah.
What if dolphins, you know, because they're such smart creatures, what if they're the monkeys of the ocean and there's a civilization that lives below that evolved from
Right now, one
Big
dolphin's
ass
listening.
Yeah.
Yo,
Oh, we actually,
no, you fucking know, bro.
He's not watching.
we actually
there's
did
like dolphin people that live down
Watching
there,
YouTube.
and they're just
What are you talking about?
and they're like planning different wars and dividing the land.
He busted the war.
Yeah, you know what I mean. They're like ocean, but they have no idea about us, and we don't know about.
But we actually did.
But we're
evolve
not
from
even that
dolphins,
far
though.
away.
What?
I said we actually did evolve from dolphin-like creatures though,
Yeah.
and then to the monkeys, and then to Neanderthals and shit.
What
Like,
if
I
we
get what you're
went
saying.
one
I get what
way?
you're saying.
You're
though. I get
telling
what
me
you're saying.
So hold on.
You're
No,
telling
like
me
half of
I
them went
can't
under Earth and
fuck
half of
God.
them
Yeah. Why not?
Yeah, no, for sure. Why not?
So
They
hold
don't know
on.
about us, and we don't know about them.
So hold on. Yeah. So you believe in like reincarnation?
Wait, what?
What the fuck? So that means.
Hold on. No. I'm asking. This
From
is a
dolphin
question.
people to
This is a
You
question.
do believe in
So you're
reincarnation.
saying-
You believe in
So you
reincarnation?
do.
I believe. So
Nah,
I
I
believe
don't.
like no. I just believe that we're all one thing living in different bodies. So I don't know what form of reincarnation that is. It's just like we're all. There's one person that's living every single human life at the same time.
So,
Because time is we don't
Is
understand
that
time.
person
Like,
having their own life?
Oh, we all know who that
so
is.
when you're mad at someone,
For real.
you're actually mad at
you're
yourself.
mad at yourself. Why not? Yeah. Like,
Man.
and that's why we should. That's why people say you should treat somebody else as if that's you in somebody else's
So
body
you're
because it
saying I'm
is
Trump.
you in somebody else's
So like
body.
you're talking about that
That's
Rick
where
and Morty
care and
episode.
empathy comes in.
So we're all Trump.
Rick and Morty
So we're all
episode.
Trump.
Which one?
Except for Trump.
Susan or whatever, when she's that one mind that
Yeah,
controls
kinda
all
like
the minds,
that.
and they all have their own lives.
But
No,
like-
it's like
But
isn't,
we're
isn't it
unaware.
more like the
We're
episode
unaware.
where everyone was his friend, and they had that whole
No, it was
party
the
and
episode
shit?
where he went to Unity was a girl's name.
Or the episode
Yeah,
where
I
he goes to
remember
Bricks
that.
and Chips and he plays a video game and he doesn't even know he's living this body until he's alive again. He's like, whoa, what the hell?
I thought you were talking about the one where like Uncle Joel, what's his name?
Oh, that's the Parasite one.
Yeah, the Parasite one.
Nah, Unity's like where she like controls like she's a hive mind.
Yeah.
Well, we got
Rick and Morty's great.
Rick
we
and
got
Morty.
pretty woke
Yeah.
today, huh?
Yo. Nah, I just feel more confused.
Yeah.
I don't know what I am even more. Just go home and lay down.
Why am I
Okay.
doing this? What am I doing with my life?
Like everything we're doing right now, at the end of the day, none of it matters.
And the fact that you guys are
doesn't
watching
matter.
this, it
None
doesn't
None of this
matter.
matters.
Oh no, you guys watching
The fact
this
that you're watching
matters.
this doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah,
Listen,
make
all
sure
the
the
money
fact
you
that
have
you-
in your account
They're
doesn't
watching this,
matter.
unsubscribe,
Send that.
unsubscribe, just
It
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. I mean, just you boys.
really
group
doesn't
chat,
matter,
it doesn't
though.
really matter.
Yo, we're making bare heads.
Especially
hot.
if you want to get like really selfish and like not care about like future generations and shit.
You could really not.
Like
care.
if you really like don't want to care, like then nothing really
Yo,
fucking
deep question,
matters at
man.
all.
Man, y'all see how the world all fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Y'all having kids or what?
Bro.
Ooh.
No, real shit
Yeah,
though. Like
hell
this,
yeah.
the world
I
is
think-
like so crazy right now.
I
to
feel
a
like the
point.
world being fucked up is like really relative. I feel like there's been like probably worse times.
It's always been fucked up,
There's
yeah.
been worse times in the world's history than right now.
All right, so
We-
yeah,
and we don't know which.
So yeah,
Yo, my,
so yeah.
cause my kid
Fuck
could
is
be,
getting at me. nigga.
my kid could be my kid could be the reason to like fuck it up even more or help save it.
Yeah.
Or help save it. Shit.
Like I feel like there's
Yeah,
been worse
roll the
times
die.
in human history. I feel like
My kid better be.
So hold on,
And
so
I
you guys
turned
don't
out
don't
okay
believe in
with
rolling the die then? You guys just believe
in
in
terms of
like because like free will and whatnot? Like you know when they say yo fuck it like roll the dice and just do it like
Yo,
kinda
but turns
gamble it?
out,
Roll
person
the
that
dice,
you chose to
that's
roll
like
the
taking
die.
that's like taking a risk.
that's what I'm saying. So you don't believe in that if you
You're
believe in
taking a risk.
determinism.
Well,
Because it's
no,
like
no,
it's already
I don't
written.
have a
You can
choice to
also
do it.
But you
be
chose to
both.
do that though.
You can.
But there's a reason. The way you rolled it, the way you dropped it, the way you
Yeah,
released it, the way you shook it, how long you
can't be
shook
both.
it.
It's called compatible.
It's as a
Yeah.
result.
Compatibilism.
I think that's what I am.
It's
It's
both.
like
of
you
them.
know that there's everything's predetermined, but you also have a choice to be free will, but then that can also be predetermined. It's just the chicken and the egg thing, where it's just like
Yeah, it's called
it's an
compatibilism.
infinite loop. Like one is not without the other. They're both just
Alright,
connected.
so-
What the fuck did come first, the chicken or the egg?
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Exactly.
Both
Chicken.
things.
Probably the egg.
Burn them shit.
Both them shits.
I think the egg came first
The egg, because the first, how did chickens start chasing it?
because
shit?
it was a
Chickens don't chase eggs.
Yeah, they
listen,
do.
it was a pre-evolved.
They got
see a chicken
protect.
It's from one little bacteria, amoeba, single cell organism, split into two, collected more and more.
What was that? Is a pre-evolved version of a chicken that laid an egg, and that one egg
Yeah.
was
Was the
was
chicken
a
watching?
change that turned into the and it changed into the chicken that we know today.
Well, no, dinosaurs used to have eggs.
No, 'cause
I
it
think
didn't
dinosaurs
exist.
all had feathers also, because if
Nah,
they
it
had
didn't
eggs,
exist.
Yeah,
what if they're
that-
just
No,
like
it was
all
a
had
pre-evolved form of what we know as a
feathers.
chicken. It
Just
was
right
something
there.
else.
That's
It's not
what
a
I'm
chicken
saying.
yet.
They couldn't know.
And it was like
Just
it
big
is
ass
passions.
chicken.
Of
Like a
Like
crocodile
natural.
murked the chicken.
No,
Like
no,
a
no.
crocodile slept with
No,
a
like
chicken.
some form of bird creature that's not a chicken yet, and then it had a baby, and that was the evolved form of what it was meant to be to survive.
Please.
Yesterday he asked me if skunks lay eggs.
Oh yeah.
That's all the time we have for today.
Hey for y'all, this is Adam from Temple University Dental School in Philadelphia. Just want to let y'all know y'all make my nights bearable, and I think y'all are hilarious. I just want y'all to keep doing what you're doing. Don't ever stop it. Don't stop the grind. Thank y'all for everything.